I'm now retired a couple of years ago, but spent the past 40 years in the pharmaceutical industry. So back as far as when I got more into the multifamily investment, first off, in 2009, 2010, markets kind of crashed. I started looking into ways to diversify my 401k, Bigger Pockets podcast. And Joe Fairless talking and heard about multifamily syndication, 2018, that I finally pulled the trigger on a self-directed IRA. I did my first investment. That's kind of started the ball rolling with doing some investing outside of the markets. Then eventually there was another investment that came up, and it was a multifamily. So I kind of dipped my toes in that, and it turned out pretty good. So I guess that was 2019, and since then I've just I've picked up a number of those multifamily syndications, and then more recently joined Ashcroft Value Fund 3. I had talked with Travis Watts a number of times over the years, but my timing was never quite good as far as fund deployment. I always had it sitting somewhere else. It's those multifamily investments I'm really happy with. Looking at some of the team players on there, again, Joe being Joe anyway. I mean, there's due diligence, obviously, as far as that goes. Looking at those high return, what I was getting on the performing notes anyway, my comfort level, risk level anyway, is a little bit higher than my wife. Again, that due diligence, looking at the team, looking at the track record, and just the team players. I think that was some of the criteria that I used. I mean, Travis is a super guy to talk to, is going back and forth as far as the questions that I have when something came up. Unfortunately, I didn't get in with Ashcroft as early as I wanted to, but these other deals close, putting more into that fund if that becomes available. I'm assuming there'll be future funds or standalone multifamily investments through the Ashcroft. Certainly advice that I would give to other people, I think, don't be afraid of looking at these multifamily investment opportunities, taking a leap after you've done your due diligence anyway. I don't think there's any more risk in that multifamily. I've encouraged a number of people. Again, there's no guarantees, but I think there's some higher returns to be had in this multifamily syndications, as opposed to what your employer's 401k. And then just local stuff. My wife and I are doing a national park bucket list. And last November we did dry Tortugas in Florida, as well as Biscayne and Everglades. So, those type of things anyway. We're building a house right now, so that's kind of, I wouldn't recommend waiting until you're 63 to, I'm not like I'm Bill Gates by any means, but I think there have been some wins anyway as far as those investments, and hopefully that'll continue. We did it Haleakala several years ago when we were there, but we didn't have our national park. Talking to one of my brothers, he and his wife are also doing the national park thing, so we're going to try rendezvous, and there's one in Virgin Islands in St. John. So hopefully next spring we can make that one, but we'll see what happens anyway.